Well, boys and girls, with Mr. Poust here, we got our second Jackie French Koller book today, and it's called No Such Thing. And it's kind of a scary concept that we've all thought about, so I'm going to have to pump myself up a little bit before I read this one. Do some push-ups. Okay, got my sanitizer on. I'm going to play it safe. Every time I touch the floor, I want to make sure I get on my hands real good. And what I just did right there, push-ups, boys and girls, you can do every night before bed. And if it's a hard at first, you can try just 5. Try to make your back straight. Do that and build up to 10. Okay? And then if you do 20, I'm going to take some time. So, we had our first Jackie French Koller book, Horse to Horrible, which we really enjoyed about Minuet. Making a horse become more human, I would say. Fantastic story. Story today, we have No Such Thing. And it's about that thought that we all have at night sometimes about what is under my bed. And hopefully, Jackie French Koller can explain to us today. Okay. Illustrations are really fun in this one. Howard loved the old house he and his family had just moved into. He loved all the neat little nooks and crannies and the large windows that never touched the floor. He couldn't wait to explore all the funny little closets and cupboards. He even liked his big old-fashioned bed until it got dark. That is a nice bed. I think there's a monster under my bed, Howard told his mommy when she came in to kiss him goodnight. Howard's mommy laughed. This old house is playing tricks with your imagination, she said. You know there's no such thing as monsters. Now be a good boy and go to sleep. Huh. Monster's mommy came in to kiss him goodnight. I think there's a boy on top of my bed, Monster told her. Monster's mommy sniggled. Oh, Monster, she said. You know there's no such things as boys. Go to sleep. Howard heard a snarkle. Mommy, he cried. Come quick. What is it, Howard? His mommy asked. There's a monster, said Howard. I heard him snarkling under my bed. Howard's mommy laughed again. You've been watching too many scary movies, Howard, she said. I've told you, monsters are only make-believe. Monster heard a sneeze. Mommy, come quick, he called. What is it, Monster? His mommy asked. There's a boy, said Monster. I heard him sneezing on top of my bed. Monster's mommy sniggled again. You've been reading too many of these comic books. Monster, she said. I told you, boys are only pretend. That's a scary comic book. Boy. Howard peeked over the edge of his bed. Mommy, come quick, he cried. I can see its tail. Howard's mommy rushed into the room. She picked Howard's jump rope off the floor. Howard, she said, I'm losing patience. Tail indeed. Monster peeked out from under the bed. Mommy, come quick, he called. I can see his fingers. Monster Mommy came in. She didn't see anything. I'm sure it was just your pet tarantula, she told Monster. Now go to sleep. Howard decided to take one more look. Monster decided to take one more look. Ah! Howard ran to get his mommy. "He's there! He's there!" he cried. "I saw him look up at me!" Monster went running to get his mommy. "He's there! He's there!" he shouted. "I saw him looking down at me!" Monster's mommy took him back to his room. She lifted him up to see the top of his bed. "There," she said. "Now are you satisfied?" Howard's mommy took him back to his room. She knelt on the floor with him to look under the bed. "There," she said. "Are you satisfied now?" Howard's mommy took him in once more. "Now, this is it, Howard," she said. "If I have to come in here again, you're going to be punished. Good night." Monster Mommy tucked him in once more. "I've had it, Monster," she said. "If I have to come in here again, you're going to get twaddled. Now go to sleep." Howard put his face in his pillow and started to cry. He cried and cried. Monster pulled his spider web over his face and started to wimple. He wimpled and wimpled. Between sobs, Howard heard a strange sound. It sounded sad. Between wimples, Monster heard a strange sound. It sounded scared. Howard peeked over the edge of the bed. A very sad face looked up at him. Monster peeked out from under the bed. A very scared face looked down at him. "Were you crying?" Monster asked. "Yes," said Howard. "Were you whimpering?" "Yes," said Monster. "Why?" asked Howard. "Because I'm scared of you," said Monster. "Boys, eat little monsters." "Eat little monsters?" Howard tumbled back on his bed laughing. He laughed and he laughed. "Where did you get a silly idea like that?" he asked. "Boys don't eat monsters." "They don't?" asked Monster. "Of course not," said Howard. Then he stopped laughing. "But monsters eat boys. Are you going to eat me?" Monster started to sniggle. He sniggled so hard that he rolled back on the floor and kicked his feet in the air. "Monsters eat boys?" he cried. "That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Where did you get such a crazy idea? Did your mommy tell you that?" "No," said Howard. "My mommy says there are no such thing as monsters." Monster stopped laughing. "Really?" he said. "My mommy says there's no such things as boys. She never believes me when I hear boys' noises at night." "I know," said Howard. "Mine never believes me neither." Howard and Monster sat slowly shaking their heads, when suddenly Howard started to smile. "Come here," he said. He leaned close and whispered to Monster's ear. Monster sniggled and nodded. Monster crawled on top of the bed. Howard crawled under the bed. "Oh, Mommy!" they both called together. Mommy came quick. What a surprise! I wonder what's going to be the mom's reaction when they see the little boy and the little monster. So, we found out sometimes there could be a monster, but he seems to be pretty friendly, and I think he's more scared of boys. So, Jackie French Koller, very creative author, very totally different books, but great reads. Hope you enjoyed it, boys and girls, and I'll see you soon.